is a demonstration of Wirecast. Wirecast.
5 minutes to go till quiz time. Thank you for joining us at Pheasant Family Antics Quiz. "77 of you tuned in already. Families, groups, people, that's fantastic. We've still got 5 minutes to go. Let's hope we hit a record week this week. We've got some great rounds coming your way. And of course, a World Cup winner is in the house. Just over a minute to go. Some great shout outs already to Josh, Paula, Wubba Lubba Dub Dub, fantastic. The Races, good to have you in. Nathan North, had a quiz on all day because it didn't go well in poker last night, did it, Nathan? But let's not talk about that. Alec, great to have you aboard. Lewis, fantastic to have you here and commenting because you've been here every week, so it's great to hear from you. The Waymans are ready. Hopefully got your clothes on this week. Kaylee doing some great video work again, and it's great to have you and your family here. Brian, great to have you aboard. Mr. Ag, ladies and gentlemen, we are honoured with a legend in the hosting world, having Mr. Richard Ag with us. We'll bow down to Richard Ag. Tim, I hope your spicy chilli doesn't hit you too hard, but you've had a great film afternoon. One of my favourite Bonds. I'd give it a 10 out of 10 myself, if I'm honest. Skyfall. Kevin's here. Gemma. The Harrisons in Washington. And also the Harrisons right here in Minehead. So, welcome everybody. Welcome to Pheasant Family Antics Quiz. Woo! It's Monday night. Let's get it on. So, it's getting a bit hotter. It's getting a bit brighter as the year goes on. We're all banging at the windows trying to get out because we want lockdown to be over. But it's not over, and it's not going to be over that soon because we need to keep safe. So, a massive thank you to all of you for staying in with us tonight and having our pub night. So it's our pub night. I've got my bar snacks. Constant shout out to Freddie Hassan because he's the bar snack genius, so thank you for that. And there is a bit of a message throughout this show of a thank you to our care workers, the NHS, as always. As I know you all join in on a Thursday night, but from us as well here on Pheasant Family Antics, we're saying a big thank you to them. We have some amazing rounds coming up. We've got a World Cup winner, a genuine World Cup winner hosting a round. And it's due to, not me, nothing to do with me, it's due to one of you, one of our quiz players. Got in contact with this person. I believe they were in a meeting with them and kind of turned to them and went, do you mind doing this? And they went, yeah, cool. So a massive thank you for that. But if anybody else has got anybody or any contacts they think that'd be a well-known face and a real G up for people and give them a bit of a positive vibe on a Monday, it would be great to hear them and great to have them along. Because it really is those familiar faces, I think, give a little bit of a buzz to people. So it'd be great to have that. For those of you who've not quizzed with us before, hello, welcome, thank you for joining us. You will see every now and again this thing that comes up that says Wirecast. It interrupts a little bit, but if I'm honest, it's the program I'm using to put all this together and be able to show you the rounds and the quality that we can show them in. It's the demo mode though, because it's free. I'd have to pay £500 for the full version, and I'm not putting £500 into something that once lockdown's over will probably be ending this. But depends if the welly opens or not. Otherwise, I'll have to keep going. The Welly, for those of you who don't live in Minehead or know Minehead, is a local pub night on a Monday night, which I used to go to on occasion. I know many of you out there did as well. But, yes, so Wirecast will come up. So if you haven't been with us before, I do apologise for that, but it doesn't tend to interrupt too much. So what rounds have we got for you tonight? We've got 8 rounds. Most weeks we've had 7. We've gone for 8 this week, but they're a little bit shorter in places, etc. We will be starting with a general knowledge brain teaser round, so you've got to think about it a little bit. We've then got a landmarks round. It's a nice quick landmarks round. We've got a what happens next, which is only the second time we've done this. We did this in week 1, but this is week 5 or 6 now, and this is what happens next coming up. And then we've got the cheesy, before we take a break, fun with flags. Oh yes, we've got fun with flags. Then we'll have a bit of a break. We'll have a food round. And then we've got 3 great rounds to finish. Pub singer, sports round with a World Cup winner, as said, and a movie round. So that is the 8 rounds tonight. I hope you're looking forward to them as much as I am. But we wanted to have a bit of a flashback to last week, first of all, to say a big thank you for all of you who joined in. Because last week, for those of you who weren't with us, was a bit of a random one, and we had fancy dress. So I'm just going to give you a quick recap on the people we had with our dress-up party. We had some great efforts made, so here we go. Our dress-up party. We had a lot of people dressing up, making the effort for us.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
We had some school children. We had people dressed, this is one of my favourites, people were dressed as before the lockdown, so normal people that we used to be, you know, with longer haircuts and beards and things like that. We had pirates, we had men in dresses, we had lots of other things. Mo Salah showed up here in Minehead. There was a little bit of nakedness, but we'll touch on that later.
Demonstration of Wirecast.
Builders, they were in, taking another tea break. Somebody came as a holiday card as well. Where's Wally? So I just wanted to do another great shout out to all of these people for making the effort last week, because let's face it, we normally do a fancy dress party where lots of people get together and you get to show off your costumes and it goes great. We all sat in our front rooms or our lounges or our bedrooms in fancy dress on our own or just with a couple of people. Bit random. But it was fantastic because you guys all took part, and I really, really appreciate the effort you made. And it makes everything that I end up doing on here a little bit worth it. So I just wanted to say a massive thank you to everybody who did that last week. Last few pictures now as we get through them, but I wanted to share them all who'd made the effort. Because I've also got one family who, they got their picture through to me, but it didn't get through to the montage, and I thought I'd share it with you in a moment, because it really was a fantastic effort.
Of Wirecast.
So we've got some pirates there, all the way up in Bonnie, Scotland. Scottish pirates, they must get really cold. They're used to hoarding and keeping stuff to themselves, though. So that's what happens. And Aladdin himself, straight off the fairground. So some great effort there, and our overall winner was Adam Russell, dressed here as caveman/woman. So some great effort. Thank you very much to everybody. But I wanted to add this late entry that you wouldn't have seen last week. And they called themselves the Rubbish Quiz. And I just thought this was sharing with you. So they even jet washed out their dustbin and got that out there. But the Rubbish Quizzers, wanted to share that one with you. Because it's a little bit different, and the effort they went to I thought was fantastic. And we didn't even get to feature them, which was a bit harsh after the effort they'd gone to. So, enough of me talking. I've been talking for 9 minutes and we haven't even had a quiz round yet, and that's why you're here. So, let's start off with our general knowledge brain teasers. 15 questions, 1 point for each. For those of you who haven't played, it is for fun, but we like to keep the scores coming in. So put those in the comments if you've got the comments. Chris Morley's just tuned in. You're glad I've been talking for 9 minutes. Absolute rubbish, but you've that's all I was talking. I mean, not that you've just joined us. So for those of you who joined us late, don't worry, we haven't started yet. So first round, brain teasers, 15 questions, 1 point for each. Note them down. Chuck your scores on the comments on YouTube. It would be great to see them. If you do have my number, some people do message me with them as well, but it's easier on YouTube to try and keep it in one place, but I'm happy wherever they come in. And then at the end of it, we do have a little bit of a prize go out, hopefully, to some people. But this is round one, brain teasers, 15 questions and 1 point for each answer. So let's get on, as it is quiz night. So you've got to think a little bit carefully, a little bit outside the box, maybe, but check yourselves because you might get caught out as well. It's going to be one of those frustrating things, like all those things going around on Facebook at the moment. My auntie's brother has 17 dogs, that type of thing. So number one, what word begins and ends with an E but only has one letter? So question one, what word begins and ends with an E but only has one letter? Think about that one. Write your answers down. Question number two, what type of cheese is made backwards?
Demonstration of Wirecast.
Not forwards, made backwards. So if any of you know any intimate ways of making cheese or unique ways, then this might give you an answer. Question number three. In a one-storey pink house, there was a pink person, a pink cat, a pink fish, a pink computer, a pink chair, a pink table, a pink telephone, a pink shower. Everything was pink. What colour were the stairs? That's question number three.
Wirecast.
Question number four. I'm tall when I'm young, and I'm short when I'm old. What am I? So I'm tall when I'm young and I'm short when I'm old. What am I? That was number four. Number five. Mike is a butcher. He's 5 foot 10 inches tall. He's a medium build. He wears size 32 waistline trousers and a size 10 shoe. What does he weigh? Can you work that one out? Number six, what are the next three letters in the following sequence? We've got J, F, M, A, M, J, J, A. So we're looking for the next three letters. There'd be another 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 letters, but we're looking for the next three. So it's J, F. There you go, and then the rest. Question number 7.
Of Wirecast.
Before Mount Everest was discovered, what was the highest mountain in the world? Number 7. Before Mount Everest was discovered, what was the highest mountain in the world? Number 8. What can you hold without ever touching or using your hands? So what can you hold without touching or using your hands?
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Question number 9. What can be seen once in a minute, twice in a moment, and never in 1,000 years? So what can be seen once in a minute, twice in a moment, and never in 1,000 years? Question number 10. How many months have 30 days?
This is
How
a
many
demonstration
months
of
have 30
Wirecast.
days? Can you remember the poem? Will that help you? Number 11. You walk across a bridge and you see a boat full of people, yet there isn't a single person on board. How is that possible? So you walk across a bridge, you see a boat full of people, yet there isn't a single person on board. How is that possible?
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Number 12. How do you throw a ball as hard as you can, have it come back to you, even though it doesn't bounce off anything? So how do you throw a ball as hard as you can, have it come back to you, even though it does not bounce off anything? Number 13. I am an odd number. Take away one letter and I become even. What number am I?
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
I'm an odd number. Take away one letter and I become even. What number am I? Number 14. What belongs to you but other people use it more than you? Number 14. What belongs to you but other people use it more than you? Number 15. What 5-letter word
This
becomes
is a
shorter
demonstration of
when you add
Wirecast.
2 letters to it? So what 5-letter word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it? So how did you do? How do you think you got on with our brain teasers round? Quite a few of you have messaged me for today saying you've done quite well or you're looking forward to it. It's really fantastic the support you give this quiz, I can tell you. I
This
can't
is a
thank you
demonstration of
enough because
Wirecast.
it's only here because you are. It's as simple as that. So it's time for us to get some scores on the board. Let's find out our answers. We're going to get our answers to the brain teasers round and then we're going to go straight on to round number 2 for you. So our answers to the brain teasers round, let's see how you got on. So for those of you who've never been with us before, don't forget, write down on the bits of paper your scores and give us a shout out. This is round number 1.
This is
So
a
here we go.
demonstration
What
of
word begins and
Wirecast.
ends with an E but only has 1 letter? It's an envelope. An envelope carries 1 letter. What type of cheese is made backwards? Edam. The word made backwards is Edam. Number 3. So question number 3. In a 1-story pink house, there was a pink person, pink cat, blah, blah, blah. There are no stairs because it was a 1-story pink house. A 1-story pink house wouldn't have any stairs. Number 4. I'm tall when I'm young and I'm short when I'm old. What am I? It was a candle. A candle is tall when it's young, but it's short when it's old. A candle. Number 5. Mike is a butcher. He's 5'10", medium build, wears size 32 waist trousers, size 10 shoe. What does he weigh? Meat. Because he's a butcher. Of course he weighs meat. Number 6. What are the next 3 letters? J, F, M, A, M, J, J, A is S-O-N because it's months of the year, so it'd be September, October, November. Before Mount Everest was discovered, what was the highest mountain in the world? Well, it was, of course, Mount Everest. It was still the highest mountain in the world, whether it had been discovered
This
or
is a
not.
demonstration of
Number 8. What can you
Wirecast.
hold without ever touching or using your hands? Is your breath. You can hold your breath. Number 9, what can be seen once in a minute, twice in a moment, and never in 1,000 years is the letter M. Nice and simple, letter M. Next one is how many months have 30 days? 11 of them. February is the only month that doesn't have 30 days. Number 11, you walk across a bridge and you see a boat full of people, yet there isn't a single person on board. How is that possible? Because they're all married. Number 12, how do you throw a ball as hard as you can, have it come back to you even though it doesn't bounce off anything? Throw it up. You have to throw it upwards and you catch it. I'm an odd number. Take away one letter and I become even. What number am I? Is 7. You'll be 7. Take away the S, it's even. Number 14, what belongs to you but other people use it more than you is your name.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
It is your name. Number 15, what 5-letter word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it? The word short. Because you add the E and the R to make it shorter. I have had a shout out for question number 4, pencil. I will give a point for pencil as well. So pencil or candle for number 4. I will give you a point for both of those. Well, now we should have had some high scores for that one because I have put in a couple of rounds that I think we should be getting some high scores for this week because I know it can be disheartening when you don't get high scores. So I'm hoping that you did get some high scores on that one. Seen quite a few 14s coming in. It's amazing how different brains work. There's some very intelligent people out there who aren't necessarily getting the higher scores. Because your brain can work in very different ways. So I'm hoping you did quite well on that one. We are going to motor on to round number 2. So round number 2. And round number 2 is landmarks. So I'm going to name for you a landmark and you've got to name the country in which you will find it. I'm going to try and stop rocking around because I know I'm terrible at that. Diane, yes, you tell me. We are going to name 10 landmarks and hopefully you will be able to name what country they come from. So this is landmarks, 10 questions, 10 landmarks, and we're looking for 10 countries. As simple as that. So, number 1, Capitol Hill. Where would you find Capitol Hill? What country? I'm giving a little pause so you can have a chat amongst yourselves. But where would you find Capitol Hill? What country? Number 2, the second landmark we're looking for is Hagia Sophia. So Hagia Sophia, Hagia Sophia. In which country would you find this? Number 3, so landmark number 3, the Alhambra. Where would you find the Alhambra? Which country? Number 4, where would you find St. Basil's Cathedral? St. Basil's Cathedral. Where would you find St. Basil's Cathedral? We are looking for countries, remember, not cities or towns or anything like that. We're looking for countries. Question number 5, landmark number 5, Chichen Itza. Where is Chichen Itza? Chichen Itza.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Number 6, Machu Picchu. Where would you find Machu Picchu? If you've never heard of it, give it a guess. It's always worth it. So Machu Picchu, where would you place that? What country would you find that in?
This is a demonstration
Number 7,
of Wirecast.
looking now for number 7. Which country would you find the Great Buddha? And I know I'm doing quite a good impression here in Minehead, but this is not the one we're looking for. We're looking for the Great Buddha rather than the trainee Buddha. So the Great Buddha, which country would you find the Great Buddha? Number 8, where would you find Sahib Golden Temple? The Sahib Golden Temple.
Wirecast.
Which country would you find it? Number 9, in which country would you find the Spanish Steps? So number 9, in which country would you find the Spanish Steps?
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
And number 10, the Temple of Artemis of the Ephesians. Where would you find the Temple of the Artemis of the Ephesians? Which country would you find the Temple of Artemis of the Ephesians? Which country? So that's your 10 landmarks. Finish writing those up. We will go through the answers very shortly.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
So on your landmarks, like I said, we are looking for the country. Very simple. We're just looking for the country. I say very simple. It's a bit harsh. So, number 1 was Capitol Hill. Where would you find Capitol Hill? It is in the US of A. The United States of America is where you would find Capitol Hill.
Demonstration of Wirecast.
Number 2, apologies for my pronunciation, is Hagia Sophia. So Hagia Sophia, where would you find it? It's in Turkey. It's in Istanbul in Turkey. The country we're looking for was Turkey for number 2. The Alhambra. Where would you find that? It's in Granada in Spain. Granada in Spain. Number 4, St. Basil's Cathedral. Basil! St. Basil's Cathedral is in Russia. It's in Moscow in Russia. Number 5, Chichen Itza is in Mexico. It's in Mexico. So Chichen Itza is in Mexico. Machu Picchu, number 6, you would find it in Peru. Deepest, darkest Peru. Take your marmalade sandwiches with you, but you would find Machu Picchu in Peru, number 6. Number 7, the Great Buddha, you would find in Japan. You would find the Great Buddha in Japan. Sahib Golden Temple, you would find in India. So number 8, Sahib Golden Temple, you would find in India.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Number 9, the Spanish Steps. Where else would you find them? But Italy. So if you guess Spain, it's a bit too obvious, that one. So Spanish Steps are in Rome, in Italy. Beautiful they are. Spanish Steps are in Italy. And number 10, Temple of Artemis of the Ephesians is at Ephesus in Turkey. So it's in Turkey. Number 10 is in Turkey. Ephesus in Turkey. So there you go. That was round number 2. So far you've had 15 in brain teasers, you've had 10 in this one, so you could have had 25 so far. Don't worry about your total at the moment, no, we're looking for individual rounds. So how many did you get out of 10 for your landmarks? Put it in the comments, let us see. Got a 4, a 3, a 4, an 8 from the Snettisham. There we go. Alex got 8 as well. 7 for Carol Wayman, very good. 6 out of 10. 5s, 7 for Clive, well done. 6, Polly got 5, very good. 5 for Bush Monkey Flex.
This is a demonstration.
Only 8 disappointed. You should be very pleased with an 8. We've got 5s, 8s, 9 from Tim. The well-travelled Tim. I would expect nothing more. Surprised you haven't seen them all on one of your rambles. So well done, Tim, with a great 9. Couple of 2s. I hope geography. Jay got number 7. You got 7, Jay. Well done. Alistair got 6. Joe got 7. Somebody else has got to be there with you playing. I'm only joking. Brian got a 2. Gemma might beat you again this week, mate. So, that was a good round there of brain teasers. So we're going to go with what happened next is your next round. So, what happened next? I will play you some clips. Some of them are quite short. But then I've made it a bit easier this time. When I first did it, I just asked you, Brandley, what happened next. You had to make it up. I've given you 3 options on this one. So you've got 3 options for each one to try and work out what happened next. So here we go with a little bit of what happened next.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
So clip number 1 from Davis Cup. What happened next? Does the tennis player, the one in red at the top, does he throw his tennis racket at the opponent? Does he strike the umpire with the ball? Or does he sit down and refuse to play the next point? That's number 1.
Dylan Thomas, 18 times.
Number 2, we're at Crufts.
Crufts, tremendous record.
Stylish doggy. Does the dog decide to mate with another dog? Wriggle free of the lead and run off? Or sit down and defecate on the showground? So does he decide to mate with another dog, wriggle free, or does he sit down and defecate?
This is that he's going for the green, 115 yards.
Number 3, golfer. What happens next with this golfer? Does he hit the cameraman with his shot? Does he have a bird fly down and steal his cap? Or does he fall in the lake? What happens next? Hit the cameraman, have a bird fly down and steal his cap, or fall in the lake. 10-pin bowling now.
Is a demonstration of Wirecast.
What happens next on this one? Does the bowler throw the ball up and it land on his head? Does he forget to let go and go flying? Or does he drop the ball on his toe? So throw the ball up, forget to let go, or drop the ball on his toe.
Word of encouragement there from the team.
Cycling now. Does the cyclist push another cyclist over, throw a water bottle at the motorcyclist, or punch the man in the car? Does the cyclist push another cyclist over, throw a water bottle, or punch the man in the car? Iron Man now. Shout out for Ben Lobley. Now this Iron Man jumps in the air as he crosses the line, but what happens on landing? Does he pass out? Does he defecate? Or does he break his leg? So he jumps in the air, but as he lands, does he pass out? Does he defecate? Or does he break his leg? Rowing now. So what happens next to the rower? Does she fall in the river? Does she get hit on the head with an oar? Or does she get hit by a jumping fish? Does she fall in the river, get hit on the head with an oar, or does she get hit by a jumping fish? Football now. Referee gives out a second yellow, a red card. But what led to this red card? So this is what happened before, really, which you'll see in the replay. So what led to the red card? Did a player elbow another player? Did a player kick a dog that ran on the pitch? Or did the ref kick out a player that he then sent off? So a player elbowed another player, kicked a dog, or the ref kicked a player. Rugby now. And this is your last clip. So rugby, what happens next? Does the ball land or stay on the crossbar? Does the ball land on the roof of the club? Or does the ball bounce around on the bar and is caught by the attacking team who score a try? So does the ball lands on the crossbar and stays there? Lands on the clubhouse? Or is caught by the attacking team who score a try? Now I know those ones were quick. They're a little bit quick, so we are going to play them all again for you for those of you who like to see a second view. So Davis Cup was the first one. Player at the top in the red. What does he do next? Throw his tennis racket at his opponent, strike the umpire with the ball, or sit down and refuse to play the next point.
3 errors. Oh my goodness.
Number
Oh
2.
dear. Oh dear. Oh, I think we're at the end here.
Oh, sorry, I've played the wrong one.
such a
I've
shame.
given you the answers.
Oh,
I'm
my
giving you the
goodness.
answers, so you've only having one chance to play. Sorry, guys.
This is something that you just don't want to see.
This is
And I
the
can't
worst
stop him on
nightmare.
this system, so I do apologise. We're going to have to go with the answers. So that one, he hit him in the face.
Tremendous record.
So he did hit him in the face. So what happens with a dog? Does he decide to mate with another dog? Does he wriggle free of the lead and run off? Or does he sit down and defecate on the showground? Get your answers. Lock them in. Lock your answers in.
On the estate, the Barler estate in North Wales. Oh, hello.
Sitting down, it's not going to be good.
Oh dear. We got anything?
Demonstration of Wirecast.
And right in front of the red seat.
Looks as though he's going for the green, 115 yards.
Golf now. So what does this golfer do? Does he hit a cameraman with his shot? Does he have a bird fly down and steal his cap? Or does he fall in the lake? Which one does he do? Hit a cameraman, have a bird fly down, or does he fall in the lake? He does indeed fall in the lake. So if he fell in the lake, give yourself a point.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
10-pin bowling then. So what does the bowler do? Throw the ball up and on his head, forget to let go and go flying, or drop the ball on his toe. What does the bowler do? Throw the ball up, forget to let go, or drop the ball on his toe. Here we go. He forgets to let go. How on earth could you do that?
This is a demonstration
Well,
of
word of encouragement there
Wirecast.
from the team car.
Cycling now. Does the cyclist push another cyclist over, throw a water bottle at the motorcyclist, or punch the man in the car? Which one do you think it is? Lock your answers in.
Can't quite make his mind up right now.
Oh dear.
He's not having a nice day.
He gets annoyed with the motorcyclist
That's the commissaire
and
who
throws
sees
his
what's
bottle
going
at
on.
him.
He's thrown 2 bottles at the
That
commissary.
hit him. That was a direct shot. That they could get in trouble for
This
that.
is
Get
a
a serious fine for
demonstration
that,
of Wirecast.
Cipollini obviously is coming back here. He's trying to get across to his team car, and he's not happy about that motorbike
Now then,
coming
watch.
through the gap here.
Oh, I think that was a
Bullseye.
bullseye. Pretty good shot for a man on the run. And shades of Tom Steele's a few years ago when he hit Paul O'Flynn.
China,
Next one is the Iron Man.
you are an Iron Man.
So what happens when this Iron Man jumps in the air, but what happens on his landing? He passes out, he defecates, or he breaks his leg?
Wirecast.
Cheater, you're an Iron Man, Joe.
That was a nasty one. He breaks
Douglas
his
Scott.
leg.
Roseville Park, New Jersey, you are an Iron Man. Jennifer Warrath from Idaho, you are an Iron Man.
Give yourselves a point if you got breaks his leg, because that's exactly what he did. So does the rower fall into the river, get hit on the head with an oar, or get hit by a jumping fish?
Of Wirecast.
Lock your answers in. Fall into the river, get hit on the head, or get hit by a jumping fish? Oh, she gave it a bit too much and she fell in. So in the football now, what happened before this clip? So what happens before this clip? Does a player elbow another player? Did he kick a dog that runs on the pitch? Or did the ref kick out the player that he then sent off?
Accidentel, voilà, c'est là. Il le charme ou pas?
Non, ouais, là, il y a aucune.
Of Wirecast.
Eh, mais.
Il le charme pas?
Non, il a
The ref kicks out other players, you can see bottom left.
Monsieur
He gets
Chaperon a
knocked,
cru que.
comes back up,
que Diego Carlos avait
and
fait
lashes out the player who he then sends off.
Pas du tout. C'est lui qui est venu dans sa course. Hein.
c'est
Ah,
monsieur
là,
Charles.
il a
Il faut
perdu sa
expulser.
lucidité, là.
C'est lui qu'il faut expulser.
And your last one, number 9, rugby. What happens in this one is the player goes to kick the ball, goes up in the air, hits the first post, but what then happens?
Of Wirecast.
The ball lands and stays on the crossbar, the ball lands on the roof of the club, or the ball bounces around on the bar, is caught by the attacking team, who score a try. So here we go, as you see the ball comes in, hits the post, hits the bar, hits the post, hits the bar, hits the post, comes down to the attacking team, who score a try right underneath the posts. You couldn't write this stuff, could you? There you go. So that was what happened next. Let's have a shout out of your scores. We've got a few on there. Got a 7, a 2, a 2, a 5, 5, a 4, a 9. We've got 100% there for the Pews in Norfolk. 5, 7, 6, 9 from Lewis as well and Rachel. 7 for Gemma. Fantastic work there. Great 5s out of 9, 4s, 7s. Some great scores there. So well done. You're doing some fantastic scoring this week, to be fair, which is good to see because it's much more rewarding for all of us if you have a good round and you enjoy yourselves and you get it right. So, it is that time. It is Sheldon Cooper time. It is time for Fun with Flags. There we go. Always has its own theme tune. Fun with Flags. So, we are going cheesy. It is Fun with Flags. It's very simple. 15 questions you get. 15 flags come up on the screen. You've just got to identify which country these flags represent. So here we go with our return of Fun with Flags. Fun with Flags.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Sorry, for those of you asking number 1, it was strike the umpire with the ball. I do apologise if you didn't pick that up on the last round. It was strike the umpire with the ball. And strike the umpire with the ball was option number 2, was B. So if you chose B. So this is flag number 1. Should be an easy one for you to recognise to start you off. So flag number 1, write down your flag number 1.
This is a demonstration.
Flag number 2, this one. Shout out to Diane, it's your favourite round. Come on. Dig deep. Flag number 3, which country is this? No problem, Paulie G, anytime. Flag number 3. So flag number 3, do you know which country this is? Flag number 4 is this one.
Demonstration of Wirecast.
I love this flag. Really colourful, quite joyful. So flag number 4, which country is this? This is the epitome of fun with flags, isn't it? Flag number 4. Flag number 5. So flag number 5, what one's this?
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Number 6 is this one. Where's this flag from? Which country does this represent? And number 7. Should be well known for a few of you to be able to get number 7. So number 7. Number 8 is this one. And number 9 is this one. Very
Demonstration
colourful,
of Wirecast.
very animated. This one, number 9. And number 10. One of the less common ones, this one. Might be a little bit trickier, but we've got to put some tricky ones in. We put some easy ones in for you as well. And we've got some good scores so far. You need them because the sports round is quite a toughie. Had to be with a World Cup winner presenting. Flag number 11 is this one. Where is this flag displayed? Which country does this represent? Flag number 12 is this one. A little bit more closer to home than the last one. But number 12, this one.
Demonstration of Wirecast.
Number 13, this one. So there's 5 yellow stars on a red background. 1 star bigger than the other 4. This is flag number 13. What country does this represent?
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Flag number 14. Do you recognise this flag from any of your holidays? From any news broadcasts? Anything recognisable on this? And number 15 is this one. Flag number 15.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
It's a return of fun with flags. So, how did you get on? I hope you did well. I hope you recognise a few. We tried to put a few familiar ones in there so that you get a few points again as well. But we had to put a few trickies as well because we need the people who need to be tested, want to be tested. So, it is time to go with the answers. We will whiz through these a lot quicker. So, be ready for these as we go with the answers to Fun with Flags.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
So the return of Fun with Flags brings you this. United States of America, USA was number 1. Should have been a nice, easy start. Flag number 2, certificate. Rab Mabru, number 2. Flag number 3, Cuba. This was Cuba for number 3. Brazil for number 4. Brazil is flag number 4. Argentina is flag number 5. Argentina for 5. Iceland was number 6. If you got that one, well done. Bit trickier. Iceland was number 6. Canada, number 7. I hope a few of you got that one. Nice and familiar. Canada, number 7. Germany was number 8. A few people put Germany for Belgium last time, so I thought I'd put it back in. Kenya was this one. Might have had a bit of a clue. Luxembourg, number 10. Threw a toughie in there for you. So Luxembourg. New Zealand was number 11. New Zealand with the 4 stars and the Union Jack. Sweden, blue and yellow for IKEA. That's why it's on there. Sweden. China was number 13.
Demonstration of Wirecast.
Number 14, Egypt, with the eagle in the middle. Egypt and North Korea was number 15. So North Korea, number 15. So that is your 15 flags. So total up your points and get them on the scoreboard for us right now. So, well done with Fun with Flags. We've motored through the first 4 rounds. You've done amazingly. And part of the reason is because the second half, I think, is quite entertaining. Quite a lot going on in the second half that I hope you enjoy. And I wanted to do a shout back to last week. You may remember last week that we had a couple of shout outs and things like that. So I've been asked to do a couple this week, which I will do. So a big sorry for me to a lady out there playing along. Chelsea, it's your birthday. It's your birthday. it's your birthday. So big shout out for Chelsea B for us. And I do apologise because Leanne did ask me and the family to film a video. But as you'll see from the movie round, we've only got 4 questions this week because they were quite reluctant to do filming because my little delightful children have been a bit of hard work. So they weren't filming videos brilliantly this week. So I do apologise. We weren't able to do a happy birthday video. But to Chelsea, all our love from the Pheasant Family Antics quiz. So a big happy birthday for you. And a few of you may have followed this man who I did a shout out for last week, who did a run for us. He did a run for the NHS. He was raising some money for the NHS. So Curly, Michael Neild, just wanted to say hello, and he completed his run. So this is Curly.
Hi everyone. Just got home, just finished 21 miles. Absolutely overwhelmed by all the support and all the people that came out to support me. Thank you so much. It really did get me through it. Raised an amazing amount of money for the NHS as well, so that's absolutely unbelievable. Thank you. Now for an ice bath to cool myself down.
Any excuse to get his kit off in public. That is Curly. Just there you go. But there he was. So that was Curly for you. So he did a great job raising money for the NHS. So I believe his total is around £750. He ran 21 miles on Sunday. He was due to obviously run the London Marathon on Sunday. There's a lot of people were for lots of different charities, and his nominated charity originally wasn't the NHS, but obviously with everything going on at the moment, Curly didn't want to put some of the training to waste. He ran 21 miles, well earned. We were there at the end to see him over the finishing line. He did 21 miles, and Evie, my little daughter, is obsessed with Curly and loved seeing him finish that. What was great though is he held off doing the 26.2 because he wants to make the marathon, when he does do it, the special moment, which I think is great. But if you have not donated and fancy it, do so to Curly. But there's some great people doing NHS stuff out there as well. And we've got a local business to us as well who I'd like to give it a little plug to. So this is the Sewing Mill in Minehead. The Sewing Mill in Minehead, they do some great stuff for you. So the Sewing Mill are doing a big raffle for this elephant that Laura at the Sewing Mill has made. Fantastic opportunity that you can bid for the elephant, buy a raffle ticket, the money goes to NHS, and you can get the elephant to take home with you as well. So some great stuff there from Laura at the Sewing Mill. So go on the Sewing Mill Minehead on Facebook, have a look for them if you fancy supporting the NHS. But I know times are tough, I know money's tough, but it's just, I think it's a great forum to be able to shout out to you people and see if you want to support them. But we are going to have a short break. We have got another video for you from the fantastic Redcoats at Butlins Minehead. Obviously a group of people close to my heart who are trying to keep themselves positive in these difficult times when they've been furloughed, along with many of you out there. And they've done another little video for you. So I'm going to play this video, then we'll have a 5-minute break, then we'll be back with you for the final 4 rounds. And I can tell you we've got some crackers in there. So please stick around, stay with us. Here we go with your Butlins Redcoats with I'll Be There For You.
Job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the away. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too. Still in bed at 10 and work again at 8. You burned your breakfast so far, things are going great. Your mother warned you there'd be days like these, but she didn't tell you when the world was brought down to your knees. And I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too. No one could ever know me, no one could ever see me. Seems you're the only one who knows what it's like to be me. Someone to face the day with, make it through all of the rest with. Someone I'll always laugh with, even if I
Wirecast.
So thank you to all of the key workers, everybody working at the NHS. We thank you for every little bit you do for us and keep us all safe and sound. It's time to take a 5-minute break. If I don't see you too, see you through window.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast. This is a demonstration of Wirecast. This is a demonstration of Wirecast. This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
5 seconds to go and we're back live on quiz time. So hello, welcome back. Hope you had a good break. Hope you got your drinks refilled. It's a pub quiz after all, and got your snacks back in. Alec Leach, I gave you a shout out at the beginning. Asking for another one is just rude, but Alec and his friends, not a problem. Shout out to you. Also shout out to Steph, who's just started watching music films and stuff. So well done on Steph. It's improving your film education. I like that because that'll come in handy for our last round, which is the movie round. Coming your way. So, what have we got left? We've got food, we've got pub singer, we've got sport, and we've got movie round. So, thank you very much for sticking with us. We've got 125, 130 odd of us still hanging in there. So, thank you very much for those of you who've joined us and sticking with us and quizzing with us. As I've always said on this every single week, I'm not a professional quizmaster. This isn't me day job. I just have done this really to give a little bit of light relief for people. Hopefully, that's what you're feeling. It's just a little bit of fun, but that's what we go for. So our food round, there is potentially 14 points available for you on our food round. There's 14 questions. Again, these are quite, well, most of them are easy, I think. Most of them are easy, but 14 points on your food round. So, question number 1, food round. How many portions of fruit and vegetables does the government recommend that adults eat per day? So how many portions of fruit and vegetables do the government recommend that adults eat per day? Question number 2. What type of fruit are Granny Smith, Golden Delicious and Gala all brands of? So what type of fruit are Granny Smith, Golden Delicious and Gala all brands of? Question number 3. What type of plant do prickly pears grow on? You might know that from the Bare Necessities.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
So what type of plant do prickly pears grow on? Number 3. Number 4. Garlic helps to prevent heart disease as it helps to lower the level of what in our bloodstream? Or in our bloods? Garlic helps to prevent heart disease as it helps to lower the level of what in our blood?
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Question number 5. Which country did orange carrots originate from? So which country did orange carrots originate from? Question number 6. Which country supplies the world with the most olive oil? Which country supplies the world with the most olive oil? Number 7. What is the most common fruit used to produce wine?
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Number 7. What is the most common fruit used to produce wine? Number 8. What type of food, often wrapped around sushi, is nori? N-O-R-I. What type of food, often wrapped around sushi, is nori? Question number 9.
Demonstration of Wirecast.
What type of food is shiitake? Shiitake. There's children around, so I have to be careful. What type of food is shiitake? Number 10. What syrup is typically served with pancakes and bacon at breakfast time?
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
So what syrup is typically served with pancakes and bacon at breakfast time is number 10. Number 11. Gala, honeydew and water are all types of what? So gala, honeydew and water are all types of what?
This is a demonstration.
Number 12. What term is given to someone who does not eat meat? Strange? No, I'm only joking. So what term is given to someone who does not eat meat? Number 13. What utensils are commonly used in China and Thailand for eating?
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
And number 14. Spaghetti, linguine and macaroni are all types of what? So spaghetti, linguine, macaroni are all types of what? So finish writing up your answers and let's go through the scores. We want to give you as high a score as possible, so we're hoping you're doing well. So question number 1, and it's 1 point per answer. Question number 1 was, how many portions of fruit and vegetables does the government recommend that adults eat per day? The answer was, of course, 5. 5. What type of fruit are Granny Smith, Golden Delicious and Gala all brands of? They're all types of apples. Apples. Number 3. What type of plant do prickly pears grow on? Prickly was the clue. It is cactus or cacti.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Number 4. Garlic helps to prevent heart disease as it helps to lower the level of what in our blood? Well, it lowers your cholesterol. Number 5. Which country did orange carrots originate from? It was Holland. There's a reason they play in their orange football kits. So which country did orange carrots originate from? It was Holland. Number 6. Which country supplies the world with the most olive oil? It is Greece. Greece supplies most of the world's olive oil supplies. Number 7. What is the most common fruit used to produce wine? Of course it's grapes. Very easy, grapes. What type of food often wrapped around sushi is nori? It is seaweed. Seaweed. What type of food is shiitake? It is mushroom. Mushrooms.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Number 10. What syrup is typically served with pancakes and bacon at breakfast time? You saw the leaf on the Canadian flag earlier. It's maple syrup. Gala, honeydew and water are all types of what? It is melon. Type of melon. Number 12. What term is given to someone who does not eat meat? It is a vegetarian. A vegetarian.
This is a demonstration.
Number 13. What utensils are commonly used in China and Thailand for eating? It is chopsticks. Chopsticks. And number 14. Spaghetti, linguine and macaroni are all types of what? They are all types of pasta. So finish writing your scores on that one. And then it's time for our next round. And for those of you who are regular, this will give you a hint of what our next round is. I'm sure you know what's coming.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
It is, of course, the pub sing-around. The worst round of the week. The awful round of the week. It's going to be terrible this week because, as you can tell, I've obviously got a bit of a frog in the throat or something. So I've had to clear my throat a few times, so I do apologise for that. But this is pub sing-around. So there are 20 points available on the pub sing-around. 20 points available on the pub sing-around. And for those of you who never played before, what we do is I sing in the style of a bad pub singer or a good Mark Pheasant singer. It's about the same thing. 10 reasonably well-known songs, and we try and decipher what they are. And you are looking for the song title and also the artist who is known for performing the track, the most well-known for performing the track. So 20 points available, 2 points for each song. You're looking for the title and the artist, and we sing them in the style of pub singer. So here we go with song number 1. Shoo, shoo-be-doo-doo-be-doo, shoo-be-doo-be-doo-be-doo, shoo-be-doo-be-doo, shoo-be-doo-be-doo, shoo-be-doo-be-doo-be-doo, shoo-be-doo-be-doo-be-doo, shoo-be-doo-be-doo, shoo-be-doo-be-doo, shoo, shoo, shoo. That's all you're getting for song number 1. So remember, write these down. Who's saying pub singers our favourite round? It stitched me up. Shut up. So song number 2 should go a little bit like this. Shoo-be-dee-doo, shoo-doo-be-doo, shoo-be-doo-be-doo, shoo-doo-be. Shoo-be-doo, shoo-be-doo-be-doo, shoo-be-doo-be-doo, doo-doo-be. Shoo-be-doo-be-doo-be-doo-doo-be-doo-be-doo-be-doo, shoo-be-doo-be-doo-be-doo, doo-doo. There you go. That's song number 2. That's what you're getting for song number 2. Song number 3. What's somebody saying this is like my normal cabaret set where I forget my words? Forget it. Go away. Song number 3 is this one. Shoo-be-dee-doo-be, shoo-be-dee-doo, doo-doo-be-doo, doo-doo-be-dee-doo, doo-be-doo-be-doo-be-doo, shoo-be-doo-be-doo-be-doo, shoo-be-doo, doo-boo, shoo-doo. There you go, that's all you get in number 3.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
A little bit tricky, that one, maybe. Number 4, a little bit like this. See if you can recognise song number 4. If you do, very well done, because, you know, I can't recognise them half the time, and I know what they are. Shoo-be-doo-be-doo-doo-doo-be-dee-doo. Shoo-be-doo-be-doo-be-doo-be-dee-doo. Do the shoo-be-doo-be-doo-boo. The shoo-be-doo-be-doo-be-dee-doo. Do. Shoo-be-doo-be-doo-be-doo-be. Do-do-be-doo-be-doo-be-dee-doo. There you go, so that is number 4, song number 4. Song number 5 goes a little bit like this. Shoo-be-doo, shoo-be-doo, shoo-be-doo-be, shoo-be-doo-be, shlo-be-doo, shlo-be-doo, shlo-be-doo-be-dee-doo-be-doo, shoo-be-doo-dee-doo-be-doo, shoo-be-doo-be-doo-be-doo-be, shoo-be-doo, shoo-be-doo, shoo-be-doo-be. There you go, that's number 5. Number 6, I've chosen some weird songs to do this week, I do apologise. Number 6, it should be doop-doo. I should be doop-doo. I should be doop-doo. It should be doo-doo. Shoo-doo! It should be doo-be-doo-doo-be. Shoop-doo! It should be doo-be-doo-doo-be. Shoop-doo! It should be doo-be-doo-doo-be. Doo-be-doo-be-doo-be. Doo-be-doo-be. There you go, that's number 6. Oh, just gets worse. Number 7. Shoop-be-be-be-dim. Bim bam bam boom. Bim dip 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 boom. Boom boom dip boom boom bam boom. A shooby dooby 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 doo. Bim 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 dooby 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 doo. Shooby dooby 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 doo. Whoo! Shooby dooby 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 doo. Shooby dooby 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 doo. So you get that one? 7. There you go. Hope you got that one. Number 8, here we go. It's going to be quite short, this one.
Of Wirecast.
This is number 8. A shooby doob doo, a shooby dooby doo dooby dooby doo doo, a shooby doo doo, shooby dooby doo dooby dooby doobie. Did you get enough on that one? That was number 8. I hope you got that one. Number 9 goes a little bit like this one. So this is number 9.
Demonstration of Wirecast.
Shooby dooby 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 doobie. Shooby dooby dooby doo. Shooby dooby dooby doobie. Shooby dooby dooby doo. There you go, that's it. That's all you're getting for that one. That is number 9. And then number 10 is this one. Here we go, number 10, your last one for pub sing around, and I'll put you all out of your misery and we can turn the lights on and get back to a normal quiz all over again. So this is number 10. Shooby dooby 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 doo. Shooby dooby 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 doo. Shooby dooby 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 doo. Shoo dooby shooby doo. Shooby dooby 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 doo. Shooby dooby dooby doo dee doo. Shooby doo doo. There you go, that is number 10. So that is your pub sing around. Hopefully you got some of those. I hope so, anyway. We will go through the answers now. So 10 of those. 10 songs. So you get 2 points for each song. You get the artist and you get the song title as well. So number 1 went a little bit like this. Shoo, shoobity dooby doo, a shoobity dooby doo, a shoobity doobity doo, a shoobity boobity boo, a slobby dobby doobity doo, a shooby dooby dooby doo, dooby doobity doo. Shooby doobity doo doo doo. Oh, won't you let you? It is Shine by Take That.
This is a
Put it in there for you, Joanne Malone. Hope you enjoyed that one. So Shine by Take That was number 1. Number 2 went a little bit like this. Shooby doo, she dooby doo, shooby dooby doo, doo dooby. A doobie 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 doo doobie 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 doobie. Wow! So that was Bon Jovi, You Give Love a Bad Name. If you got that, well done. Very well done. So a point for You Give Love a Bad Name and a point for Bon Jovi. Number 3 went a little bit like this. Shoobity doobie. Shoobity doo. Shooby doo. Shooby dooby doo. Shooby dooby dooby doo. Shooby dooby 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 doobie. Doo-doo. So number 3 was Ed Sheeran and Sing. So Sing by Ed Sheeran was whatever monstrosity I came out with there. So hopefully you got that one. So that was Ed Sheeran and Sing. Somebody just sent me a message saying they think 5 songs enough. I think 1's enough, but there we go. Number 4. Here we go. Number 4 was this one. A shooby dooby 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 dee doo. Shooby dooby 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 dee doo. A shooby dooby doo doo. A shooby dooby dooby dee doo. Was Black or White by Michael Jackson. So Michael Jackson's Black or White was number 4. So hopefully you got that one. And number 5 was this one. Shooby doo, shooby doo. Shooby dooby dooby doo dee dooby doo. Shooby doo, shooby dooby. Shooby dooby dooby doo. Shooby dooby 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 doo. Was Boyzone, Father and Son. One of their really early ones. Father and Son by Boyzone. Show my age a little bit there, so hopefully you got that one. Hopefully you got that one on number 5. Number 6 was this one, a little bit weird. A shooby doo boo.
This is
A shooby dooby doo. A shooby dooby. A shooby dooby shoo. Woohoo! A shooby dooby dooby. Woohoo! It was song 2 by Blur. Yes, song 2 by Blur. So song 2, point for song 2, and a point for Blur. Somebody has put in Cat Stevens for Father and Son. I will give you a point for that, absolutely. It's not a bonus point, it's just a point. You can't have 2 points. You can't have Boyzone and Cat Stevens. I'll give you one or the other. Yes, you can have a point for Cat Stevens, absolutely. Or whatever he's calling himself these days, because I know he's changed his name. And number 7 went a little bit like this. Shooby dooby. No, it didn't. It didn't go like that at all. I'm trying to remember the song. Anyway, let's not go through that agony for any of us again. It was Justin Timberlake and Can't Stop the Feeling. I know I remembered it when I did it the first time. So Justin Timberlake, Can't Stop the Feeling was number 7. You can have that one. Number 8 one went a little bit like this. Shooby doo doo. A shooby dooby doo dooby dooby doo doo. A shooby doo doo. A shooby dooby doo dooby dooby doo doo. If I keep doing this quiz, I think I'm alone now. There we go. I think we're alone now. And Tiffany is what we're looking for that one. For the well-known performer of I Think We're Alone Now. Number 9. Shooby dooby 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 dooby. Shooby dooby dooby doo.
This is a
shooby dooby dooby doo doo. Craig Ramford's favourite song is Flying Without Wings by Westlife. So Flying Without Wings by Westlife was number 9. So you can have that one. And then number 10 was this last one, was shooby doo dooby doo doo dooby doo. Shooby doo dooby doo doo dooby doo. Shoo-dooby doo doo doo.
This is a demonstration.
So it was Fix You by Coldplay. So Coldplay Fix You was number 10. So a point for Coldplay and a point for Fix You. So that is your 20 points available for your pub sing around. Well done. Get your scores in. Get them on the comments. Because it is that time that I'm quite excited about. So, just one thing as well. Shout out for anybody who's spotted what is different behind me. Every week I tend to put something different behind me. It's something I stole off Joe Wicks, the PE thing, when I was sat down eating a burger watching it once. So if anybody can put on a shout out what they think is different behind me. And there's a reason I'm doing it now, at this point. So you had 20 points available. Get to know you scored. And Carol Wayman, the first one in. It is the keyboard. So it is our my little digital keyboard that I ordered off of Amazon. Because I was thinking, pub sing around could get even worse. How good is that? Pub sing around could get even worse. Who's up for pub sing around getting even worse? Give me a shout out if you want it even worse. Say even worse on the comments if you want pub sing around to get even worse. Because it could be accompanied by a person who plays piano like that. Who fancies pub singer getting worse? Let us know. First comment, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Burgers at 9 AM is not a good effort. That's lunchtime, right? So even worse. Oh, we've got an even worse. Absolutely not. See, that makes it want to go even worse. It couldn't possibly get worse. Who's put it couldn't possibly get worse? That's like a challenge. That's like a challenge for me. Well, I'm getting a lot of even worses. This is brilliant. Even worse, brilliant. I think we're in. I think going to get practicing on this. Maybe not next week, but a week after. Eh? Eh? Brilliant. So, people are putting "oh God" and everything. What's great by that is people are planning on watching again. So that's fantastic. It's absolutely terrible. I'm not giving you a shout out. I'd rather give your sister-in-law one. It is time for what I think is probably the most exciting round we've done on Pheasant Family Antics. We were very lucky a few weeks ago. We had Claire Balding from BBC Sport who did a round of 10 questions for the sports round for us. And I can tell you now that blew my mind. I didn't think it would get any bigger than that or any wider than that or anything. And then this one came along. So we are very fortunate enough to have some people who helps out a little bit. They put out a bit of a shout when they were at an event, and sorry, I just need to take something out so I don't play the wrong one, because I don't want to ruin it straight away. But we have somebody, one of our players, one of our regular players, who attended a meeting, I believe, and they bumped into this person who was just in a meeting with them. And at the end of the meeting, they turned to them and kind of went, do a weird quiz on a Monday night with a strange ginger-haired guy down in Minehead. And every now and again, he has a guest round. So we had some great individual guest rounds who did the odd question with some great TV presenters. We had Nathan from Milkshake. Who knew he did Milkshake? Nathan from Milkshake. We had Mr. Maker. We had Bobby G from Bucks Fizz one week. That's fantastic. Next week we've got Claire Balding. Brilliant. Last week we didn't have anybody, but I had a few feelers out and stuff. And again, shout out at this point, if any of you know anybody who's a bit of a familiar face, it gives a great buzz to me and a great buzz to everybody playing. But this is the one for me that I can't believe this, because we've got a World Cup winner. No word of a lie. A World Cup winner is in the house to present our sports round. So I will get out of the way. I will shut up and hand over to our World Cup winner to give you the sports round for this week, which is hard. I must admit, it is a hard round, but it's worth it to have this guy presenting it. So thank you, a massive thank you to Mr. North out there, Jason North, for getting this contact, and a thank you for Jason for getting this going. Here we go with our sports round. So I'll hand over. Good luck.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Hello everybody at the Pheasant Family Antics quiz. Jason North asked me to pop along and read some questions and give you some answers. You might hear the kids, they're in the paddling pool at the moment, so apologies about that. It's the World Cup round, 10 questions, 15 points available. Let's start with question 1. During the 2019 Cricket World Cup, in which stadium did England beat Australia in the semi-finals? Question number 2. 2006 World Cup final will forever be remembered for Zinedine Zidane's headbutt and therefore his red card. But who did he headbutt in the chest?
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Okay. Question number 3. The 2019 Tokyo Table Tennis World Cup was a clean sweep for one nation as they won the men's singles, women's singles, men's team, women's teams trophy. Which nation was it? Give me the nation that had the clean sweep.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Question 4. Which nation hosted the FIBA Basketball World Cup in 2014? I have got a little bit of a hint for you, and that is they also went on to win the 2019 tournament as well. So the FIBA Basketball World Cup in 2014, and they won it in 2019. Okay, question 5. During the 2019 Women's World Cup, which American player scored 5 goals in a single game and became the first woman to score a World Cup goal on her birthday?
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
So on to question number 6. 2003, England won the Rugby World Cup final with a last-minute Johnny Wilkinson drop goal. Did they? But who passed him the ball for that famous kick?
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Question 7. The Women's Rugby World Cup has been held 8 times since 1991. How many times have England been in the final? They have won it once. How many times have they been in the final? Question 8.
This is a demonstration
2019
of
Cricket
Wirecast.
World Cup final was famous, of course, for Ben Stokes' heroics before and during the super over, but who was the other player to bat during the super over? Question number 9. 3 points available here. You need to name me the 3 continents that have the most combined FIFA World Cup wins. Name the 3 continents that have the most combined FIFA World Cup wins. Question number 10. In no particular order, name the 4 most viewed sporting events in the world based on record
of
viewership.
Wirecast.
Okay? This does not need to be a World Cup or a Football World Cup. It can be any sports event. The most popular, most viewed sporting event, all right, on viewership.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
So that was your sports round. Sorry you caught me there. I was just listening to it on another channel, so I do apologise for that. So hope you share my thanks, massive thanks to Jason North for putting us in contact with Matt Dawson. It is a tough round. It is a tough round. I get that. So I do apologise, but a massive thank you for having such a star. So again, a shout out if you've got any contacts, if you know anybody, give them a nudge, see if they'd up for presenting a round, because I think it's a lovely joy for everybody. But we've got one more round coming up. We've got our movie round. But just before that, it's time to find out the answers from our sports round. So back over to Mr. Dawson to repeat the questions and then give you the answers.
It's the World Cup round. 10 questions, 15 points available. Let's start with question 1. During the 2019 Cricket World Cup, in which stadium did England beat Australia in the semi-finals? And the answer to that question is Edgbaston. Well done, if you got that one right. Question number 2. 2006 World Cup final will forever be remembered for Zinedine Zidane's headbutt and therefore his red card. But who did he headbutt in the chest? It's quite a tough question, that. You must have some good sports knowledge. Okay, so the answer to that one was Marco Materazzi. Okay, question number 3. The 2019 Tokyo Table Tennis World Cup was a clean sweep for one nation as they won the men's singles, women's singles, men's team, women's teams trophy. Which nation was it? Give me the nation that had the clean sweep. 2019 Tokyo Table Tennis. Okay, I'm sure some of you got it. Yeah, it was China. Question 4. Which nation hosted the FIBA Basketball World Cup in 2014? I have got a little bit of a hint for you, and that is they also went on to win the 2019 tournament as well.
This is a demonstration
so
of
the FIBA
Wirecast.
Basketball World Cup in 2014, and they won it in 2019. And the answer to that one was Spain. They were the basketball team in winning it in 2014 and 19. Okay, question 5. Okay, question 5. During the 2019 Women's World Cup, which American player scored 5 goals in a single game and became the first woman to score a World Cup goal on her birthday? The answer to that,
This
5
is
goals
a
in a
demonstration
game.
of
Fair play.
Wirecast.
Alex Morgan. So on to question number 6. 2003, England won the Rugby World Cup final with a last-minute Johnny Wilkinson drop goal. Did they? But who passed him the ball for that famous kick? You know, that's a tricky one. I presume most of you were quite perplexed by that answer. Me is the answer right there. Thanks for putting that one in, Jason.
This is a demonstration.
Question
of
7.
Wirecast.
The Women's Rugby World Cup has been held 8 times since 1991. How many times have England been in the final? They have won it once. How many times have they been in the final? The answer to that one is that the England women's rugby team have been in 7 finals out of 8. Is that right? 7 out of 8. Wow, good stats. Question 8. 2019 Cricket World Cup final was famous, of course, for Ben Stokes' heroics
This is a
before and
demonstration
during
of
the
Wirecast.
Super Over, but who was the other player to bat during the Super Over? Ooh, good question. And the answer to question 8 was Josh Butler, wasn't it? Of course it was. The gorgeous Josh Butler. Question number 9. 3 points available here. You need to name me the 3 continents that have the most combined FIFA World Cup
This is a demonstration
wins.
of Wirecast.
And the answer for the most World Cup wins: in first place, Europe; second place, South Africa; third place, no other continent has a champion. All answers are therefore accepted. Oh, that's very kind. So everyone's at least going to get a point. Europe, South America, and anyone else. Question number 10. In no particular order, name the 4 most viewed sporting events in the world based
This
on
is a
record
demonstration
viewership.
of Wirecast.
Okay? This does not need to be a World Cup or a Football World Cup. It can be any sports event. The most popular. So the answers for question 10. The Olympics, 3.6 billion viewers in 2012. FIFA World Cup, 3.5 billion viewers in 2018. The ICC Cricket World Cup, 2.6 billion viewers in 2019. Wow. The Winter Olympics is in 4th at 2.1 billion, and that was in 2014. Right, that concludes the sports round. Thank you very much again, Jason, for asking me along to the Pheasant Family Antics quiz. Please look after yourselves. Thank you all. If there are any NHS or essential frontline staff on this quiz, thank you so much. You're all amazing.
This is a demonstration of
take
Wirecast.
care, and yeah, be good. All the best.
So thanks again to the fantastic Matt Dawson and to Jason North as well for getting that round together for us and getting that over. I'm sure you'll extend a thank you from me to him, and also the sentiments from Matt as well for all our essential workers and everything is obviously echoed by us all. And thank you very much. So. Wow, World Cup winner. So, how did you do scores-wise? Obviously, it was quite a tight round. Lots of we got some good scores out there though. 9, 7, and 8, 4, 6, 7, 6, 4s, 5s. Quite a smattering of scores there. So, thanks for Matt for doing that, and thank you all for taking part. So, we are on to our final round. So, the movie round, if you've not played before, is a round that's quite unique to the Pheasant Family Antics quiz. We have 4 questions this week. Tried to get 5, but the kids weren't playing ball, so we're on to 4. And the reason I say the kids aren't playing ball, if you've never played before, is my children partake in this round and they recreate film scenes. So they recreate film scenes for us. So you've got to identify what those films are. That will be 4 points, but we give you 8 points because over the top we play a soundtrack from a different film. So you've got a different film playing in the background whilst you've got a scene being played out in front of you. Now, we are going to play these twice for you because the songs, the themes, the soundtracks this week are a little bit trickier than they have been in other weeks. So it's more the soundtracks are a bit trickier. Hopefully the films will make sense to you. We'll play all of them twice. 8 points available. 4 films will be acted out. 4 soundtracks played on top. 8 points in total. Here we go. It's our final round for this week before we find out our winner. Thank you again for taking part as you always do. This is a Pheasant Family Antics. Be around.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast. This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Oh, Captain, my Captain. Oh, my Captain, my Captain.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
I'm having what she's having.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
So here they are again, all the way from the top.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Oh, Captain, my Captain. Oh, my Captain, my Captain.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast. Of Wirecast.
I'm having what she's having.
So, there you go. The movie round.
This is a
I
demonstration.
think I'm going to
of
get a call from social services soon for the fourth scene in that one, an American Pie last week. But there we go. So, let's give you your answers. So we're going to do song titles first, or soundtracks. So the films we were looking for. The first one of the most recognisable soundtracks of all time, was of course Jaws. So it was a soundtrack from Jaws. Film number 2 was Dr. Zhivago, also known as Lara's theme, but it was Dr. Zhivago was soundtrack number 2. Soundtrack number 3 was Batman. It was the original Batman films. It was Batman. So the theme from Batman, number 3. And number 4 was a tango, but it's not a film that has tango in the title. It is Scent of a Woman with Al Pacino. So Scent of a Woman is number 4. So Jaws for number 1, Dr. Zhivago for number 2, Batman for number 3, and Scent of a Woman for number 4. When it came to the films being acted out, Baywatch was number 1. The red prop there hopefully gave you a bit of a sense. And I do have to say, with everything that's going on at the moment, that was our exercise for the day. We're very fortunate here in Minehead to live right by the beach, and we took our walk on the beach that day, and it was acted out while they paddled in the water as we went past the beach. So we kept within government guidelines, but there we go. So that was Baywatch. The second film, Oh Captain, My Captain, was Dead Poets Society. Fantastic film if you've not had a chance to see it, with the late, great Robin Williams. Fantastic film, Dead Poets Society. Film number 3 was Karate Kid, so they were acting out Karate Kid. And number 4 was When Harry Met Sally. So When Harry Met Sally was number 4. When Harry Met Sally was number 4. The famous scene in the cafe, I'm not saying anymore. That's all you need to know. So a total of 8 points available on that. So 8 points available on the movie round. Gives us 57 points in the second half, 49 points in the first half. So you can have a total of 106 points. So give us your individual scores, and then in a second we will ask for your overall scores. So a few 5s, 4s.
This is a demonstration of
there we go. Fantastic. 74 in total. Good score there, Alec. Well done. It's another 74. We're looking good. 78 for David. For the Fortnums. Well done for the Fortnums. Very good. 78. 84 for the Ford Hill household. Yet again doing well with an 84. 82 from Nathan. And that's with the link. 84 from Tim.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Nathan, I expect you to do more than that with the boost you had from the sports round. 87 from Sabrina. Look at that coming in with a winning score there. Oh, Sean, one short of 86. 68s as well, 67s. Some fantastic scores there as well. Fantastic. 59 is not a poor score. Mr. Harrison, give you a shout out. Give you a shout out anytime, and any member of your direct, immediately blood family. So well done. 71 for Polly. 92 for Leanne Russell. 92? Are we sure? Are we sure? I want proof. I want proof, Leanne. Proof. Proof. At the moment, I'm going with Sabrina on 87. 92 for Leanne. We'll keep in question, but a great score there as well. So, thank you very much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this week's round and this week's quiz. We've got a few on the go for next week, so we have a few guest questionnaires, I think, coming in next week. We've got a few in the bank already, so we're hoping to bring them your way. And I just want to thank you once again for all the help you bring us. We only do it because you're here. We only do it because I believe, or I hope, that you're still enjoying it. That's why I do it. It's purely for you, to hopefully lighten the spirits a little bit where we can. And thank you very much for taking part to everybody. You've been a great audience. Another shout out again, just for this little bit, for Laura with her charity fundraiser for the NHS. So if you have a chance, visit the Sewing Mill in Minehead. Get yourself a raffle ticket. You could win this beautiful little rainbow bow-tied elephant. and your money goes towards the NHS. So I hope you can give it a little bit of support if you can, but we all understand that times are a little bit tough at the moment and that may not be the case. But thank you very much for taking part. We hope you've had a great time here on the Pheasant Family Antics Quiz. Good night, God bless, keep safe, we'll leave you with this.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke. Your love life's the way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you. When the rain starts to fall, I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too. You're still in bed at 10 and work again at 8. You burned your breakfast so far, things are going great. Your mother warned you there'd be days like these, but she didn't tell you when the road was rough down to your knees. And I'll be there for you. When the rain starts to fall, I'll be there for you. Like I've been there before. I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too. No one could ever know me. No one could ever see me. Seems you're the only one who knows what it's like to be someone to face the day with, make it through all of the rest with, someone I'll always laugh with, even at my worst, my best with you. Yeah. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, even your year. I'll be there for you. When the rain starts to fall, I'll be there for you. Like I've been there before. I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too.
Thank you. Thank you.
This